Hey guys, this is 6.4 polar coordinates example 1a. So let's get started. Let's take a look at example 1a specifically here and introduce the idea of a polar coordinate system. A polar coordinate system is made up of a pole, which is over here, a polar axis right over here, which is basically the x-axis, and it's made up of a radius and an angle as opposed to x and y of a rectangular coordinate system. So let's take a look at example 1a. Notice you're made up of a radius and an angle, a radius and an angle, a radius and an angle. Let's make it clear. We know that this is my polar axis. And so I have an angle right over here of pi over 3. So if you think about the polar axis, it can have an angle measure of pi over 3 going that way, right? And notice the first number, the radius is 2. So the analogy that I always have is that there's a dog and it's 2 units away from the origin, right? 2 units away from the origin in the direction pi over 3. And specifically over here, it even says there's a directed distance and a directed angle. So that's your radius and your angle. So let's identify or mark the directed angle. So pi over 3 is the directed angle. And so, again, if you think about having a dog on a leash that's attached to the pole, the dog is in the direction of pi over 3, 2 units away. So from the pole 1, 2 in the direction pi over 3, which is 60 degrees, there would be point P. That's where the dog would be. And that's it. That's example 1a.